Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the 76ers starting group. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. And for the Rockets, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Sengun out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
It'll be the Rockets off the tip. Here's Thompson. A little mid-range shot is up, and the jumper falls for him.
Yeah, a shot that's proved difficult for Thompson. That should give him all kinds of confidence.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Embiid can't hit. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Van Vliet with it. Sengun, the screen. Van Vliet, the pass to Sengun. Embiid with a steal. Pass to Grimes. The 3. Embiid missing again. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks, so it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Green. Here's Sengun. Rebound by Philadelphia. Up top, Maxey. Guarded by Van Vliet. For 3, George. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Brooks outside. Thompson with a screen. And it's Brooks missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Oubre. Now Embiid. Here's Maxey. Plenty of space. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, and that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
The Rockets trail. Brooks outside. Fires the 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Brooks against George. The shot. Plenty of room to knock down that one. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. On the wing, Green. Maxey covering. Now here's Van Vliet. He's guarded closely. Can't connect from short range. Grimes, the pass to George. Pass to Grimes. 6 to shoot. Floats one. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Houston.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Thompson outside. Back to Brooks. Outside, Green. Over Maxey. Houston with another miss. The 76ers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Inside. Fades away. And George with the basket on the assist by Maxey. George has got 7 points.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Van Vliet, the pass to Green. And the layup is good.
Green doing work inside. Feels like he can score on just about anybody.
The 76ers have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Pass to Embiid. Fires from deep. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for the Rockets. And here's Van Vliet. He's scoreless. Outside for Brooks. Now here's Van Vliet. The 3 is up. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by Houston.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Van Vliet. And he banks in the layup.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Outside Oubre. Back to George. Releases. The Sixers again can't hit. Houston in the lead. Thompson outside. Van Vliet against Maxey. And here's Green from the arc. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. To win the drought. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thompson in the post. He's covered by Oubre. Shot's good by Thompson. Thompson's gotten his 2nd bucket.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go.
checked in for Alperen Şengün. And Philadelphia making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. Here's Grimes. No points so far. No one covering.
You got to get out on that if you're the defender. Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
Van Vliet outside from the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Oubre. Down low. Yabusele. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Houston has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Thompson, no good. Philadelphia has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. George passes to Maxey. Rebound by Van Vliet. And the Rockets shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy, good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Back to Thompson. Picked by Smith. On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Van Vliet misses. 76ers trail by 3. It's George on the wing. That doesn't go either for George. George has gone 1 for 4 from distance. Here's Thompson. Pass to Smith. Shoots over George. Goes up again. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 6 points.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Maxey. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Finishing despite the contact on him. Serious toughness from Maxey there.
Outside, Green. On the wing, Brooks. Thompson scanning the floor. Nails it from 3. He's got 9.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Outside Maxey. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Oubre. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
76ers trail by 4. And count it. Now 4 for 9.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. And here's Green from the arc. He buries it from 3. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Hey, I think that green light they'd given him early should probably go red now. I mean, he needs to get some other folks involved.
Van Vliet drives. Outside for Brooks. Doesn't go for him. Amin Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Rockets. Dominating on the glass. What a quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Rockets?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Edwards. Joel Embiid is out there with Butler, and it's Yabusele in at power forward. Edwards, a pass to Embiid. Right side, Butler. Clock at 6. Holiday grabs the miss. The Rockets lead by 5. Here's Easton. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Philadelphia shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Here's McCain. Knocks it down from distance. McCain's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Whitmore. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And Houston has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Whitmore. Here he goes. And yep, it's good. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Butler passes to Embiid. It's rebounded by Houston. Whitmore with it. Now guarded by Butler.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Here's McCain. Outside Butler. The 3 is up. Rockets with a rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Butler against Holiday. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Yabusele, covered by Smith. Outside Butler. Counted from distance. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Şengün. And here's Whitmore. Holiday with the ball. And McCain pulls it down. Butler against Eason. Outside Butler. Pass to McCain. To the inside. Butler surveying the floor. From deep. Rockets with a rebound. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
76ers trail by 5. Here's McCain. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Now here's Butler. He's got 5. Now Embiid. He can't get it to go. Good D by Şengün. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And he drops the first.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Holiday. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for Edwards. And so he hits both. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Here's McCain. Floats one up. Embiid. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. He's now 2 for 7 after that bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Oubre. Here's McCain. Screen by Embiid. Shot to stop the run. The Sixers again can't hit. Houston leading by 11. Van Vliet outside. It's Şengün, high post. Embiid's there. Back to Van Vliet. The floater. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
No good on the free throw. And you know, Clark, Fred Van Vliet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred Van Vliet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner, tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and is proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at really high level.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Embiid finds Oubre. George outside. Philadelphia with another miss.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Van Vliet. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Thompson, that's good.
Yeah, one thing about Van Vliet, he makes the right decision most of the time.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Maxey passes to George. They still need this. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Paul George pulls it in.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Şengün. Excellent D there from Embiid. 76ers trail by 14. George for 3. Rockets with a rebound. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brooks outside. The 3-ball. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 16.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer this rookie can be. Thompson just doing whatever he wants right now.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Rockets making a change here. Smith's checked in. So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 16. For 3, Maxey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Maxey's got 8.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Green with the ball. He's got 7. Here's Thompson. Tries again. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Houston shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Rockets. Thompson at the line, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Grimes, the pass to Oubre. George outside. Three-pointer. Houston leading by 16. Van Vliet outside. Thompson against George. Thompson passes to Green. Takes a three. The rebound by Maxey.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Yep, that one's good.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
And that one misses.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
George outside to the left side wing. Grimes, the pass to George. Offline with a three. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Here's Brooks. Thompson finds Brooks. Smith left side. Tries yet again. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Outside Oubre. Pass to Bona.
2 minutes remaining.
Over Van Vliet. And that one's long. Houston leading by 14. Smith with it. And here's Thompson for three. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got 4 rebounds now. There's a screen from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Van Vliet. Got it. Good job in the low post. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, look at the strength from Van Vliet. Not the biggest, but wouldn't be denied.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to George. Looking to get it going. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
That's good from George.
Paul George, one of the most versatile and dynamic players in the league. I mean, he does a lot for his team offensively and defensively, which I think frees up the other guys to do their thing.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Green. He's got 7. Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Brooks. Thompson outside. Launches it. It's hauled in by Oubre. Oubre's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Thompson. Takes the 3. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George, no good. Houston shooting just 38% in this quarter. Van Vliet outside. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Houston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit. Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Rumble. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, you gotta like what we're seeing from Amin Thompson.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Şengün. Maxey against Van Vliet. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 7 tonight. Maxey surveys. Low block shot. And there it is for him. Maxey's got 12 points.
Tyrese Maxey, a really talented and explosive scorer. He can fill it up in a hurry.
Van Vliet outside. With some arc. Tipped. And he gets it back. The 3 from Thompson. Paul George pulls it in. 76ers trail by 10. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Maxey. Over Van Vliet. And it's Maxey missing. Houston leading by 12. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Thompson outside. Four on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. George finds Oubre. Now Embiid, defended by Thompson. Embiid can't hit. The Rockets have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Thompson, that's good.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Embiid a screen on Brooks. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 13.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Thompson outside. Pass to Brooks. Back to Thompson. To the middle. And it's Green missing. 76ers trail by 12. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Grimes, the pass to George. It's hauled in by Houston. Brooks has got 4 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet outside. Down low. Şengün in the post. Embiid's there. The turnaround jumper. Şengün passes to Thompson. Inside. Here's Brooks. Here's Şengün. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
That is what Şengün brings this team, the ability to turn misses into makes, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's George. 13 points in the game. Up and over Brooks. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Van Vliet outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Philadelphia.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Oubre can't hit. Houston leading by 9. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. Thompson left side. Şengün, a screen on Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Eason's checked in for Brooks. Shot clock at 3. Green for 3. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Up top, Oubre. Defended by Şengün. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. From behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Embiid. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Van Vliet. Excellent D there from Embiid. 76ers trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Maxey on the wing. Count the basket. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
And here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got 10 points.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Green. And the 3 off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet. Back to Thompson. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Oubre finds Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Van Vliet, the pass to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots over Maxey. Van Vliet misses. 76ers trail by 10. Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Jalen Green has some serious hop. Yes, he does.
To the left wing. Back to Maxey. Over Van Vliet. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries. The Rockets lead by 7. Thompson outside. Outside Eason. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Grimes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Maxey attacking. Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. Defended by Thompson. Stolen by Van Vliet. And they're on the break. It's deflected. They recover it. Second shot opportunity. Thompson passes to Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. 76ers trail by 7. Outside Oubre. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Houston. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Thompson. Here's Şengün. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Şengün's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
2 minutes remaining.
Maxey against Van Vliet.
2 minutes.
With the teardrop. And it's Maxey missing. The Rockets lead by 9. Eason pass to Thompson. Van Vliet outside. 1:43 left in the third. Look at Green showing off his range.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Lets it fly. And Oubre gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It's time for the next man. If you see yourself on the next screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Show us those moves. Do you want to think there?
Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. Here's Eason. Pass to Green. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Green for 3. And it's Bona with a rebound. 76ers trail by 10. Edwards looking it over. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Maxey. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From 10 feet away. And it's Whitmore missing. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Maxey. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Houston. Green's got 9 rebounds now. Now Easton. Back to Green. Adams with a screen on Maxey. Green for 3. The offensive rebound.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Holiday. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. We've got Butler, Edwards out there with Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. Now here's Şengün. Pass to Eason. 5 on the clock. Smith outside. Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Here's McCain. Embiid, a screen on Eason. Here's McCain. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Now here's Holiday. Outside Whitmore. And Şengün throw it down.
Read the defense and executed. The IQ showing through for Şengün.
Here's McCain. Whitmore defending. Outside for Butler. Basket's good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Holiday passes to Şengün. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And it's Whitmore missing. 76ers trail by 9. To the inside. Eason with a steal. Right side Holiday. On the wing Whitmore. Sinks that one from the post. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Here's McCain. Blocked! Whitmore with it. Picked up by Embiid. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from 14. Again, Houston.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Butler. Here's McCain. Now Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer. Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Pass to Şengün. Outside Holiday. Shot is up. And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his first foul of the game. Van Vliet's checked in for the Rockets. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in. 76ers trail by 11. Butler passes to Embiid. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's rebounded by Şengün. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And it's Whitmore missing. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Butler passes to Embiid. Grimes' shot is off. Houston leading by 11. To the paint. And Şengün throw it down.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Şengün's gone 6 of 9 from the field. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
That free throw, no good. That one misses. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
Here's McCain. Here's Grimes. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Whitmore. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 6. Back to Van Vliet. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists in the game.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Here's McCain. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Whitmore. And here's Van Vliet. Outside Eason. Şengün, the screen. Eason inside. Shot from the low post is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Embiid. To end the run. And Embiid throws it down.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Now here's Şengün. Here's Van Vliet over Butler. And Şengün throw it down.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Butler. Now here's Embiid. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Embiid's got 9 points now in the second half.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. goal for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Whitmore. Green finds Brooks. From 10 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. 76ers trail by 16. Here's Grimes. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Van Vliet on the wing. Maxey covering. Outside, Green. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. A rebound by Maxey. Maxey's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Grimes. No good on the triple.
Kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Shot's good by Thompson.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Grimes. George for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Philadelphia with another miss. Houston leading by 18. Green finds Van Vliet. Back to Green, beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Grimes. Off target from 3-point range.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Green. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Green's got 9 points here in the second half. So it's Philadelphia now. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Green in the post. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Alperen Şengün.
They continued to feed him throughout the game with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. and he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. And Maxi's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Grimes. Releases. And there's Oubre. That one's good. On the assist by George.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Green. Back to Van Vliet. And here is Green. Şengün, the screen. Clock at 6. And it's Green missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Grimes. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Van Vliet up top. Maxey covering. Van Vliet misses. 76ers trail by 18.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Rockets.
And a big part of their success was the second chance buckets they secured tonight.
Yeah, it's just proof that being aggressive on the boards can pay game-winning dividends.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Amen Thompson.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Now here's Van Vliet. From deep three-point range. Unable to get that one. For three, Maxey. Thompson pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Green for three. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Three-pointer Embiid. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Fred, no surprise, a great defensive showing tonight. What is it that makes this team so suffocating at that end of the floor?
Well, I think we're getting pretty good effort from each guy individually. I think we're finding our package defensively as a team, as a coaching staff, and just kind of gelling and putting together individual game plans from the coaches and trying to execute it.
No doubt. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's reveal our player of the game, Alperen Şengün.
Now I'm celebrating another